Now more than ever, the internet is overcrowded with unbelievable moments caught on camera. So we've made it easier for you to watch some of the best of them. These are 25 moments that, if it were not filmed, no one would believe. What's up, Factnetics? This is Discovery Amuse serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Stay glued to your screen because our number one pick will literally rock your world. No, seriously. Let's begin. Number 25, Enchanted Forest. In 2018, a strange natural phenomenon was caught on camera in a forest in Quebec. A section of the woodland was heaving to and fro as if it's actually breathing. Whoa! Could giants be lurking nearby, making the earth move? Or perhaps the tree spirits are trying to say something to us humans? Apparently, there's a scientific explanation to this. The strong winds are causing the trees to sway hard. The roots of the trees are suspected to be lodged in loose soil, and since the forest floor is covered in moss, the trees swaying gives the appearance of the forest floor breathing. It does make for a great environmental ad about saving the forest. Number 24, whale playing fetch. Belugas are one of the smartest sea creatures. They are extremely sociable and, if this video is any indication, really playful too. These South African football fans got a wonderful surprise during a trip to the Arctic Circle. Not only did they get to see a beluga up close, but the sea creature seemed eager to play fetch with them too. Did the belugas really know how to play fetch, or were they merely protecting the sea from stuff that didn't belong there? Number 23, human hurdle. The last lap is the most crucial in any race. The runners are all laser focused on getting to the finish line first. So when this tape handler accidentally dropped the finish line tape, all hell broke loose. Poor kid, she's probably banned from any racetrack until further notice. Number 22, slam dunk. Look at these guys go. Slam dunk competitions are always fun to watch, what with all the crazy antics contestants pull off to be declared the ultimate slam dunk king. But this kid's attempt quickly went from bad to downright embarrassing. Well, at least the ball went through the hoop. That counts for something, right? Number 21, horse versus gator. It was a normal day for these tourists at a state park in Florida. That's until two equally fierce animals became too territorial. You'd think most animals would fear the almighty alligator, but not this horse. Look at it stomp on the deadly beast. Number 20, quick save. In the game of badminton, speed and agility are two of the most important skills a player must have, and the player in blue sure has both in spades. Look at how he even managed to win the rally after dropping his racket. Amazing. Number 19, lucky shot. It's a heated game between these two college basketball teams, but as with any game, aside from skills, you also need a bit of luck. And this guy sure got lady luck on his side when a supposed pass turned into a three-pointer. Now, whether that shot counted or not, you gotta admit that's one lucky move. Number 18, mobile mansion. What comes to mind when you hear the phrase mobile home? Maybe an RV or a tiny house on wheels that's all the rage these days, but what about an actual mansion being moved? The owners of this mansion didn't just want to move out, they wanted to move with the house. Needless to say, it's one hugely daunting task. How the heck could a truck driver make a turn with a giant house on its back? Number 17, Tangled. During this soccer match, things got a little twisted. In a confusing turn of events, these girls' shoes got tangled up. Is it a magic trick or just plain old bad luck? Good thing the two women seem unharmed. Number 16, soccer flip. Lots of amazing things apparently happen on the soccer pitch. As this guy tries to score a goal, the goalkeeper naturally runs to stop him, but the soccer player all of a sudden somersaults over the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, the goal didn't count, but the dude sure won my respect. Number 15, sinkhole in the city. Sinkholes are extremely dangerous, especially because no one can really know for sure when or where they will appear. This cement truck driver was going about his usual day at work when all of a sudden a sinkhole appears in the middle of the road, causing it to tip up. Thankfully, it didn't get any bigger than it already is. Number 14, ice calving. In case you're wondering, ice calving is the process through which huge chunks of ice are released into the ocean. While that sounds like a boring definition, the actual thing is a sight to behold. In 2008, cameras were able to capture one of the biggest calving events in Greenland. Look at the iceberg seemingly forming waves of ice until they crash into the sea. Number 13. Chew on this. We already know soccer players can easily keep a ball up with their feet, but what about chewing gum? German footballer Felix Passlak's gum must taste so good he decided to put it back into his mouth using his legs. Oops, missed it. Yep, almost. There you go. That was so satisfying to watch. Number 12. Saved by an angel. Have you ever wondered if guardian angels do exist? Whether you're a religious person or not, it's a comforting thought that someone or something out there could be looking after us. Just like this mysterious man on the right whose face you could hardly make out. Watch as he suddenly tapped the shoulder of the guy on the left, which startled the man, making him turn around and save himself from getting hit. The man was obviously relieved, yet confused at the same time. Number 11. Hang time! At the 2010 Gosner's Invitational, everything was going smoothly until the world suddenly stood still when this player shot a free throw. Wait for it. Nope, we didn't freeze that video. The ball just mysteriously froze at the top of the hoop before finally going in. Whew, didn't know basketball games could be this suspenseful. Number 10. Talking raven. Some of the more widely known birds that can be trained to talk include parrots, parakeets, cockatoos, ravens. What? The flesh-eating scavengers of the desert we normally see in horror movies? Yup, that raven. But did you know that ravens are such intelligent birds that they can actually learn to mimic human speech faster than some species of parrots? It's just that most people are too scared to try and train them, but not this lady.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
Number 9. Plane trouble. Even though flying on a plane has been proven to be 1,000,000 times safer than driving on land, some people still have a fear of flying, and it's easy to see why. In this video, the front wheel of the plane can be seen facing the wrong direction. The friction caused a plume of smoke and even caught fire. Thankfully, the pilot was able to bring the plane to a halt, thus avoiding any untoward incident. And that, my friends, is why pilots are well paid. Number 8. Charity hoop. The whole stadium is rooting for this kid because if he gets 3 consecutive baskets, including a half-court shot, he gets to have 10 grand worth of tuition money. And now for the final shot. Score! Wow, I can sure feel the energy coming off of that stadium. Number 7. Terrific trucker. This truck driver from China is either one of the smartest or the most daring truck drivers in the world. When he saw that no one was at the building site to unload his cargo, he did the next most logical thing: unload them himself. How? He drove forward, reversed in high speed, and hit the brake. He did this over and over until the cargo slides back and out of the truck's back. And then the trucker drove off like he didn't just invent an ingenious way of unloading cargo. Nice. Number 6. When lightning strikes. In this lodge in Quebec, Canada, guests have been told to stay inside to tide over the storm. Thank goodness they heeded the advice, because what happens next in this video is absolutely terrifying. One of the pine trees was struck by a powerful bolt of lightning. Luckily, no one was hurt during the incident. Number 5. Rocket launch fail. In October 2014, spectators were eagerly awaiting the 5th launch of an Antares rocket that was meant to carry 5,000 pounds of supplies to the International Space Station. At first, the launch seemed to be successful, but just 14 seconds after, the rocket exploded and fell to the ground. Fortunately, no one was injured or died from the accident. Number 4. Striking a balance. In Hunan, China, tightrope competitions are apparently a regular thing. The high-altitude daredevils need to cross the 3,000-foot wire hanging 100 feet over a lake with only a pole to help them balance and no safety gear attached to their bodies. There are no safety nets either to catch them when they fall. Some of them walk slowly, others almost make a dash to the end of the wire. Just watching that clip makes me dizzy. Number 3. Sneaky whale. In 2017, at a Doheny State beach in California, these surfers got an unwanted audience. The drone covering the surfing event captured a young gray whale a few meters away from the flock of surfers. Thankfully, the whale seemed harmless and was seen just innocently floating under unsuspecting surfers and paddlers without causing any real trouble. In shark news, Number 2, Shark Attack. In this video, a spear fisherman was busy hunting for fish when he quickly became the hunted one. A shark started to swim towards him while holding black grouper in his hands. Thinking that the shark was after the grouper, he released the fish, but the shark came back, charging towards him and managed to bite the fisherman's leg. That's one huge gash. Fortunately, that was the end of it, and the shark finally left him alone, giving the man a second lease on life. Number 1, Earth-Shaking Tutorial. YouTuber Ali J is about to film her most viral video yet, but she doesn't know it. While shooting one of her usual makeup tutorials, one of the strongest earthquakes to hit that year made a surprising cameo on her video. Luckily, the tremors only last a few seconds and Ali J survived the most frightening makeup tutorials ever recorded. Which one of these did you think was the most amazing? Let us know in the comments section down below. And if you're still not part of our fantastic tribe of Factnatics, do yourself a favor and smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can keep up with our daily dose of life-changing, boredom-busting content. If you still think these 25 moments are unbelievable, despite being filmed, then check out the 20 luckiest people caught on camera. Till then, stay incredible, Factnatics, and see you in the next video.